Being non-binary for me means acceptance, love and community. It means that I'm able to meet people who are just like me and I don't feel like I'm the odd one out anymore. It means that I am loved and I can be unapologetically myself.
Androgynous means freedom from the gender binary and having complete control to explore yourself and become the person you're supposed to be.
Being gender non-binary really means that I can reject binary notions of gender, which I think are quite harmful. I believe that my culture has a rich tapestry, a history of gender diversity that I think's actually been a bit lost because of colonial impact.
To me, being trans basically means being able to do whatever I want, wearing what I want, liking who I want.
It's all about being unapologetically myself. No matter what other people try and tell me I can be, what I should be, it's all about staying true to who I actually am.
Being trans means strife, it means resilience, it means strength, it means joy. It means the ability to live in your truth without caring for anyone unapologetically. But it also means a lot of pain.
What brings me joy and happiness is real representation as opposed to tokenism.
What really brings me joy is being able to be my most authentic self.
For me, finding a really nice pattern shirt, it gives me that silhouette that makes me feel really comfortable in myself. Some people might take for granted is having the right gender, having the right name on your ID card. It makes me really happy to just have them and be able to look at them and see how far I've come.
Seeing people laugh and smile makes me happy. As like stereotypical and wishy-washy as that sounds, it's really important in the trans community because a lot of times people suffer from mental health problems, and so it's really important to make people laugh.
Family doesn't start and end with the people that you're related to.
Family can be very, very complicated.
People that make you feel the most safe and loved for who you are. And unfortunately, sometimes you don't find that in your blood family. So you have to find that outside of your blood family or within yourself.
I went to a really strict religious school where we didn't learn about the LGBTQ+ community at all. And then growing up, I kind of started to watch lots of LGBTQ+ content and I was like, maybe I'm actually part of this community, and I came out as bisexual. And then as I kind of grew up, I started to learn about what non-binary is, what being trans is, and that's when I was kind of like, I think that might be me.
Non-binary and androgynous people have always existed, but it was because of colonization that they were removed from the history and that India became the conservative country that it is today.
I've grown up in a Muslim environment where there's a lot of homophobia, and growing up in Scotland, one of only a handful of brown kids tend to stick out like a sore thumb and experience discrimination. So I think I've built up a facade over time that I'm actually stronger than I am.
Growing up in the Northwest, there weren't many other trans young people. And so places like the Mermaids Youth Forum give you the opportunity to meet people who are going through the same struggles as you, and that's really helpful. It helps you to feel less isolated.
I started off identifying as gay, and then bisexual, and then pansexual, and now I think I'm a trans lesbian, so you know, that shows how much everything has developed over time.
Being a trans child is hard, being a trans youth is hard, but as an adult and as a young adult, it will get better.
I would like to tell trans kids that there are people out there that are just like you, and maybe you don't know them at the moment, but we are here, and there are adults as well that are just like you, and there are people who support and love you.
Don't be afraid if you think that you have chosen one particular identity but want to change it all up later on. That's okay. Being able to change is cool.
It's okay to explore what makes you feel comfortable, what makes you feel happy, and that no matter where that leads you, it's okay to be who you are.
I felt kind of locked into the, I guess, cisgender cage for a long time. I felt like I wasn't allowed to wear women's clothes or skirts or like makeup or anything. I just wish I would have figured that out sooner, figured out that I'm allowed to do these things. You don't have to conform like most people do.
It is the differences that makes you beautiful.
Love who you are now at this moment, And that may seem really, really hard to do. Don't listen to the bullies. And even though there are loads and loads and loads of people out there who will want to see you lose and will try to bring you down, and most people will try to bring you down, as long as you know that there's someone out there who's going to love you and they know the people that there are out there who are like you, you'll be fine. So you got this.